I think it's so special for our people. You can feel the emotion of what's going to happen, you know, because our ancestors, they must be happy. They must be proud of the work that's going to happen and bringing life back to the land, life back to the water. You know, I'm going to share a song. The song is Here from the Land. It's probably going to be one of the first times in a very long time that a song is sung, you know, with the drum here. So just to encourage everybody to have an open mind, an open heart, and a prayer for the work that's going to take place.
I'd like to introduce myself in my traditional language. Aidswell Kwalasalton Tonasqueak Tlachen Katzie. My name is Mike Leon from Katzie First Nation. I'm Katzie First Nation's Territorial Guardian. Today we opened up Upper Pitt main stem water to the Red Slough, which has been cut off for many, many years. And we're doing it the Katzie way of introducing the water back to a sacred place.
Red Slough historically held all 5 species of Pacific salmon. It's an incredibly biodiverse area which held major significance to the health of the ecosystem. When they built the Forest Service roads in the 1930s, they cut off access for the main stem of the Upper Pitt River to connect to Red Slough. They effectively cut off connection of the ecosystems, and we know from doing this repeatedly in land use decisions we see across BC and across the globe that that usually has very negative consequences. But our goal was to restore flow and to ideally bring back as many salmon of diverse species as we can and restore that habitat back to what it was pre-1930s. It's difficult to really turn back the clock when you've affected nature, but if we can see an improvement in salmon habitat use, that is going to pay dividends like it did before to the surrounding ecosystem, not just aquatic, but to terrestrial animals and a lot of the other creatures in this valley that rely on that for survival and existence. What you saw today was a culmination of 5 years of hard planning, lots of hours behind the scenes in meetings and discussions and technical conversations about how we do that, because what you see there is significantly more complicated than what you think.
Katzie is part of the water and the land that we're all standing on. It makes me feel good to know that we're not doing it for ourselves, we're not doing it for glory. We're doing it because of where we're standing. We're doing it because our relatives are going to be using our matriarch, which is the water. The water is life. It's what kept Katzie alive for thousands of years. It was stopped, and now we're giving it back.
I think this is reconciliation in action. You know, this is the federal government, the nations, other Indigenous NGOs, all working with the same end goal and the same interest. From the standpoint of the nation, reconnecting with habitat and land that they've lost, if the work that we do reconnects the community with their land, that's to me as big a win as some of the other biological components we see here.
I'm completely honored to work with Katzie First Nation. It took me by surprise how emotional it was. I didn't attach an emotion to it, but when they opened it and I saw it, it really caught me. It really did. It was emotional today for sure.
As our elder said this morning, our youth are with us today, and maybe one day when they're elders, they're going to say, I remember when that happened. I was there that day. I was with my grandparents, or I was with my granduncles and aunts, and now there's sockeye spawning here, there's coho spawning here, there's chinook spawning here, and all the wildlife and birds, all our relatives of nature are here using this special place. So it's a beautiful, special day to me. It's a beautiful, special day for Katzie. It's something to be remembered and something to be celebrated. So I thank you. Thank you for joining us today. Haid Sepka.